suppose. I, I know it's a common occurrence, and I do apologize for it, but this will be a short one for various reasons. But let's continue with our journey southward and not get murked by deranged bear maniacs. I haven't seen my game update yet. I mean, there's an update on the title screen, so I assume I'm still in a bear-powered world, right? Powered by bears. I'm just gonna reconfirm my direction here by wasting my precious flint. I saw a lot of suggestions to just, cheat a little bit. But let me tough it out a bit more. Right? It's way cooler or more annoying, depending on how you look at it, if Blue Guy kind of just does it the Blue Guy way, except for that one time we'll never speak of. Okay, that is west, meaning that's north, right? Double check the clouds, can confirm. So that way's where we want to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go around. Right? Don't worry, I mean, I know. I feel the sigh. There's a fella that commented, I don't know what video it was. I'll be honest, sometimes I lose track at what comments I'm reading, because the easiest way to read the comments kind of just dumps them in there, right? And it does tell you, it's just, I'm a dummy. There's one guy that's like, so you just play a game for an hour without any edits? I don't have time for that. Yeah, well, that's just the format. I'm not making like a ADD quick cut meme infested video. That's just not what Cold Guy is. And I actually like those kind of videos. I think I enjoy them, and I do like the idea of making them. I've made some myself, but they're privated now. I was a younger man, right? Different sense of humor maybe, but yeah, it's just for this kind of video. And I thought about it, talking to you guys about it, well, monologuing about it and then reading the comments. But I think for the way I play Cold Guy, I think this is fine. And I think it's more of a relaxed experience, right? It is what it is. I understand it's not the best content or high effort content, but I'm spinning a few plates, like real life plates, and I still haven't, missed a day of streaming in the past 2 years. So yeah, it's just the way it is. I do acknowledge that the laziness and crapulence is not. I forgot what crapulence means. I should probably look it up. There's a bear maniac there. Should we hunt him? Yeah, I think we could do it with the food, to be honest. But we're decked out in our furs, I believe. Am I missing anything? I might be getting confused with like this other file I have. No, I have it all, man. We're warm as hell. Not only that, but I have 2 pieces of Amazon, allegedly. Incredible. I'm gonna keep trucking south. I know it's irritating. Honestly, if whoever's left in like 10 episodes strongly feels that, like, come on, Ans, please, then I'll do my best to just get somewhere, like do a time skip, and then like here we are. Or I'll be like, hey, I died. I fucking died. I got murked by 79 bears. It was an epic battle. I took down several dozen, but we succumbed to bear wounds. Right? It could go like that, or maybe I'll just jump. Was it shift right click? Nice. Yeah, somebody suggested I bandage up before I get murked, and they're right. Why have these bandages if I'm not going to use them? I am interested in this Ruan, so let's take a look. Oh, it's a food one. Okay, so there's food back here. And I'm happy to see granite and not freaking sandstone, however. Was it this game or another game? It must have been my... Sorry, I played Vintage Story last Saturday. Tomorrow, right, if you're around, if you watch this on release day. I usually stream Vintage Story, but I might play a terrible Japanese game called Craftopia. It's basically weird survival. I won't even say it's well made. It is entertaining, but I think if you have like an anti-anime aesthetic, I think you would absolutely loathe it. Right, so, but I enjoy it, so I'll probably play that tomorrow. I don't know. I say a lot of things lately that I don't do, and I want to reduce that. I don't think that's a good way to live your life. Somebody made a good comment about like everything looks the same because he generated a snow globe planet, and that guy's right. Right, so me being like, I think I've been here. Of course I think I've been there. Everything looks the same. Ooh, cool. Oh, a piece of candy. Alright, well there's some bonus materials here. Hold on. Okay. Now, how do I consume this? Every now and then I leave something in my bag that's cursed, right? How doesn't he get rid of that? It might be one of those situations. This goes bad in 2.9 days, so that's really fast. I suppose, like, when I'm like this, I could just hold this on my side hand for now. Like when we're in this state. Whatever. I mean, I want to eat this first because it goes bad first. But in order to, like, maximize our sick gains, I gotta eat it, you know, when the debuff, when the depletion begins. Could I check for more? Yes. Will I check for more? Bear. The answer is bear. And the answer is always bear. I think I might have enraged the bear. I'm not 1000% sure. But, bear. Yeah, I don't know what kind of bear adjustments they're making, but, people keep telling me they're gonna lower the spawn. So, we'll see. I still think that that sort of solution, more of a band-aid, right? Because if they had, like, an interesting method to figure out the spawning and the encounters, or even the pathing, then again, it's like a solution to a problem no one really cares about. Maybe. I don't know. How do you guys feel? For those of you that mostly play normal and not permadeath, like, is it? I guess it's not even a big deal because, like, you just go pick up your stuff. Worst case scenario, you lose your stuff, but you don't lose everything. Well, I guess you could potentially lose it, I mean, if you walked far away, but I think that's part of the experience. But there's mitigation for that, right? There's gears and things like that. But I've watched, who was it? Shishia? I forgot her name. Dang, dude, I feel rude. Sometimes I would lurk in somebody streaming Vintage Story on Twitch, and I remember them getting, like, absolutely devastated by wolves. And they lost some pretty gut stuff at the time. What is that? Yeah, it's like a cave formation. Alright, let me make sure I didn't, like, loop around like a dumbass. Okay, still west, still south. Nice. We're back at sandstone, which enrages me. Right? I feel fury and just sheer malice growing in my heart. And I blame the bears. And you know what? At this point, I'll always blame the bears. And aren't you lacking in coffee? I don't know, it's the bears. And aren't you a little short? What? Who tell you that? The bears? Did the bears tell you that? Right? Like, anything disagreeable, I'm just gonna blame the bears. What is this? Lead. The bears did it. It's a bear eat bear world out there. Actually, it's just a bear eat blue guy world out there. That's not true. I eat them too. Right? We've been aggressively eating bears, so it's not too bad. But for those of you that, like, I guess I don't want to talk too much about this. I feel like I talk about meta too much, but I just know that I appreciate you fellas that stick with me, and despite my over negativity, you still stick around, because I realize how annoying that is, you know? No one wants to be around that. Why do you want to be around that? I gotta work on that as a personal thing, you know? But I've been, like, going through some stuff, or, like, someone close to me is going through some stuff, and it affects me immensely. And, today, for sure, well, for the, like, 90% of the way, it's, behind us. So, it's been a big relief for me. Right? Like the shoulder thing with my... oh, whatever. I don't want to get trapped, right? I see a bear there. There's a guy here. I lower my guard. Hey, what's up? Murdered. I have 8 gears to spend. I don't know what I could get with 8 gears. Could have been more. Hurry up. Hurry up. No. Man, that bed. No. Bed's a trap. You don't require sleep. You don't have the food. You don't have the foodosity for sleep. Right, okay, there's the bear. Am I still heading south, dude? More lead. Lots of lead around here. Welcome to lead country. I'm waiting for that roar of the bear. And then my shrill, ah! Right, and then, fuck. All in, like, on a span of 10 seconds. LOL, you got killed by a bear. Right, and then the comment. That one comment from one guy. LOL, you got killed by a bear. All those hours, you get killed by a bear. I mean, that's how it's gonna happen. It's like a very high probability. Like, if there's a pool on how blue guy is gonna go. Ball damage. Lava. Hunger. Bear. Probably the highest. Best odds. At least in my current game, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. Just walking around avoiding the bears. I was talking about this earlier today on my stream. I really do have a bad habit of doing this. I gotta control myself. People always point it out too, right? Like, people give me a hard time. Some people like it and other people hate it. And you guys and my Twitch chat have told me, just, you know, can't please everybody. That's true. Right, I shouldn't bother. I should just do what I want to do. At least in this sense. Right? Whatever, it's fine. We'll be fine. But, whenever I get, like, too self-aware of this sort of stuff, like, I kind of stop myself from talking in the flow. Oh, yeah, whatever, maybe somebody welcomes that. Finally! He talked about the game for at least a minute, instead of meats and fake demi-glazes. I saw some people respond about that, right? They made, like, a soup base. I made a demi-glaze! And that's no different than a Nissan soup packet, idiot. Right, I just made a soup base. It was very good. It's packed full of flavor. Right? So I do want to try. I still want to try what I said. Right? So, that's fine. It'll be delicious. I should probably look up what demi-glaze actually is, so I don't sound like an asshole all the time. I know it's like various things reduced, right? To make like a mega meat sauce or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what like YouTuber I was watching when I learned what that was, or learned and forgot. Allegedly learned. Could be a false memory. I do tend to have those. I might get rid of this bag, dude. Like, why do I have this? I guess I could use it as storage. Like, once I get somewhere, I could put a bunch of stuff in there and then set it down. I think that's still useful to me. Right? So I'm making a case for dual-wielding something. Because, like, there's two school of thoughts that I get in Twitch chat and in comments. Is, hey, you could hold an extra item in your offhand. And then, hey, you're losing more stamina in your offhand. Right? It goes both... Oh. Yeah, I got excited for a second. I thought it might have been, What's that stuff called? Mega metal? Thought it might have been some mega metals. Tin. I think that's the word. I thought it might have been tin. Oh yeah. I have one viewer in particular that keeps reminding me, because I always complain about it. It was pretty brutal last year, and I'm really concerned about this year. Taxes, dude. Oh boy. Oh man, do they... I've never had the problem of like, oh no, this is bad. It's like now that I have to like acknowledge that Twitch gives me any amount of money, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Like maybe there's more ways to do it. I'll be honest, I'm not a smart man, and I just use like TurboTax, right? Because it kind of like guides you through it. But I don't know, I'm kind of concerned about it, right? It's not... I think if I live a lifestyle where I cannot pay my taxes, then obviously I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I already know what I'm doing wrong. This, right now, right? I gotta work at an Amazon warehouse and then go to sleep and then go do it the next day. That's what I should do as a responsible human. Instead of being a degenerate, stream guy. But whatever. Let me live the fake dream a little longer. Me getting responsible will not make a difference. You're like, well, it's just a bad... I don't care. It's also the real attitude, right? I don't care if someone's like, you can't do that. If everyone did that, I don't care. So I'm talking about me. I don't think that's a good attitude to have. I admit it, right? You guys are mad at me about it. You're right. Go ahead and yell at me. It's okay. What am I doing? I have a boat. I have a boat. I own this boat. I made it with my own hands. Ugh. Great. Monologues for like half an ocean length. Yeah, it's an unstream. Somebody even complained about it on my stream today. They're like, 1 hour of commentary, 10 minutes of gameplay. Something, I'm paraphrasing, right? Something like that. And I was like, you know what, dude? You're right. Get out. Yeah, I don't know if it's healthy to be a little bit of a jerk, right? I don't want to become the villain, but I wonder if it's okay to just like, stand up for yourself. I don't know if this is like an overall thing that's happening now, and I know I'm on the wrong end of it in terms of like my own happiness of like just accepting things and being like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. Like, I think it's like, how can I phrase this in a way that's not like sounding too bad? I think being overly humble or something, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but I think you need a mix of things to be more healthy, right? Just like how you eat, right? You probably want a mix of things to be more healthy. I'm trying to like remind myself of that so I don't get in these situations. Because somebody brought it up to me. I find it annoying because everyone always tells me this and I already know this. But they're not coming from a malicious place. You apologize too much. Even you guys have told me this, right? In the comments. So I don't think it's wrong to acknowledge something or express like that you feel bad about something or whatever. But also at the same time, I do think it's completely possible that you do it too much, especially from a position of like for yourself, right? And then the sincerity, because like if someone just knows you for constantly being like this or that, they might not understand if you're being sincere or not, or it's just like, yeah, sorry about that, whatever. Like they don't, you can't control how people perceive you completely or how they feel when they interact with you. You can try your best, but at the end of the day, they are them and you are you. So like, I'm trying to like temper myself to stop doing that so much, but it's kind of a hard thing. Like, I catch myself and I'm like, okay, is this actually something you apologize for? No, it happened. Right? But I do think that you gotta not become the villain. I'm not saying it's easy to, but I think the way I do things, I definitely go all in on things. Maybe more than I should, but... Sorry, I'm just... Look, what am I going to talk about? Alright, we're in the middle of nothing. There's nothing to look at. I'm just blog posting. Welcome to my blog post. Goodbye. Goodbye, you know, a dozen or so people that used to watch this. Thanks for trying. You made it this far. It's okay. I think it's easy to, like, only see one perspective in things. Right? And I definitely want to, like, reduce that. Am I still moving? I'm holding the paddle, so I gotta be. It's hard to tell, dude. I want to look to the side, but I don't want to get lost, right? I don't want to, like, go in the wrong direction. Imagine if this game had, like, tentacle monsters. Like, Kraken pulls us under. Oh yeah, somebody told me to bring out the lamp more. I would have to hold it in my offhand, but I guess we'll just have to deal with the hunger. We got an amount of food. We'll be alright. It also helps with encoding, which they're right about, right? Darker colors are harder to distinguish for the encoder and stuff. The bitrate and all that. But yeah, I think me personally, and I don't want to, you know, shit talk people. I like to joke around, or I try to be my own worst critic. I try not to be the critic of others. But like, I don't know, I get the sense that, like, I don't know about you guys, but do you feel like people are, like, generally inflexible, dude? Maybe I'm just, like, projecting my own... Because I think everyone wants to be correct about stuff, right? For me, most of the time I'm okay with being incorrect. Sometimes it's annoying. It all depends on the interaction with the person, right? Depending on how the person's behaving, I might get irritated about being wrong. Like, man, whatever, fuck. Right? It just depends. That's like my honest expression on that, right? But I mean, I don't mind, you know, learning stuff. It just depends on how it happens for me. But I feel like a lot of people are, like, super inflexible. And I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think that's how people tend to behave. Right? But I wish people would, like, keep that in mind when they interact with each other, so they don't, you know, so they could be a little more understanding about situations. Unlike these sloth bastards chucking rocks at me. Bunch of maniacs, dude. Bunch of deranged maniacs chucking rocks. What did I do? Right, I'm just sailing here like a normal guy. It is July 7th is our date. I think I'm going south. Right, we did go a little bit towards the east to kind of go around stuff, but who knows? I've been wrong about going south before. On occasion, I'll admit. I don't know, I feel like recently some friends and family were kind of being pretty bad to each other when I feel like they're saying the same thing from different perspectives, and I'm shocked that they're all better now, like they're not doing it. It depends on the level of closeness with your family, right? Or a friend. Like, you can have an argument and then just be fine the next day, whatever. Maybe it's a little bit of that, but I'm just glad they settled down, dude. So do I want to shore up when there's no visibility? I've actually been killed by hyenas walking in the dead of night on my stream. Right? I believe we did the opposite of this concept and did like a mega heat planet. Far more boring, actually, the mega heat planet. And maybe it populates different, maybe it generates differently now. But all it is just cactuses, and there's no risk of dying because all you do is eat the fruit from the cactuses and you just walk forever. But, you know, I say that, I got killed by hyenas because of my hubris. I walked in the middle of the night. Do I wait till daylight? Or do I just go over there and get killed? It would be irresponsible of me to get killed now. How about we take a look at our bag? In terms of things I want to keep, well, we have plenty of cabbages. Got some dirt with us. Do I have like weird 2 sets of sticks again? No, everything looks fine on that front. In terms of storage, I can make actual baskets, so I'm not too interested in holding this linen sack. I don't think linen sacks break down into threads, like I can't take a knife to it. Right, to my knowledge. I don't think the game would tell me either if it did. Hold on, we want time to pass, right? You know what, let's just close this. Alright, everyone look away. I don't want you guys to see this. Alright, don't turn off your video. Just don't even watch the rest of the video. Did you just sink to the bottom? Did I pick it back up? Alright. Well, the next start of an episode is going to be awkward, but, like, I think I'm going to have to call it here, because I don't have it in me to stay up late and like, encode this and then upload it on time. It's, like, it doubles or triples the time for me. I think it's dependent on, like, your computer, right? But, like, it's pretty exponential, it feels like, the time it takes to encode with the length. So, I apologize for... I gotta stop that! No. I unapologize for my typical blog posting video. Thanks for coming to my TEDx talk. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be like this for a while, or I die. Because I'm pretty locked in on getting to the edge of the world at this rate. We're a nomad. I think that's bad content. But you know what? It's the story of Blue Guy. Alright, fellas? I'm grateful to all of you. And even though I'm getting burned out on Vintage Story, I'm not burned out on, like, enjoying, like, the interactions. And I greatly appreciate you guys telling me that you enjoy this. It's the same. The reason I stream is knowing that some guy cleaning the house is listening, that some lady is driving and listening, that somebody's doing their homework and listening, or grinding an MMO and listening, and then there's the rare few that actually watch, and I know that because I value that myself. Okay, I know I've said this before, but I'm saying, like, that extends to the YouTube side of things, right? I don't know. I think I could probably do some more vintage stuff. I like the idea of trying to make Journey to the edge of the world. Maybe I'll do some more realistic constraints, because I will do it permadeath. But, I don't know, I like that idea too, besides, like, a cold guy. I think we should do at least one series where it's just Vintage Story. I will play permadeath, but it's just regular Vintage Story. No challenges or anything other than permadeath. We just live our vintage life. I think that'll be more pleasant to watch. Although I do enjoy a cold guy, right? And then we'll come back to cold guy every now and then. I think that'll be the plan. So don't worry about the cold guyness and me getting a little burned out. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not trying to, like, elicit, oh, he's gonna quit. Right? Anyways, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. Oh, this is gonna... You know what?